Well, it's time to start day 2 of the drive. We're going to make our way to Denver. We're leaving Lincoln, Nebraska now, but we're not done with the Cornhusker State just yet. Here we are in York, Nebraska, heading west on I-80, and behind me is a Sinclair sign. We're at a Sinclair gas station. According to the story, in the 1933 and 1934 World's Fairs, Sinclair sponsored an exhibit showing a correlation between the formation of petroleum deposits and the age of dinosaurs. The exhibit caught on so much that they made toy dinosaurs, and well, they've adopted the Brontosaurus as their mascot to this day. One of the coolest mascots you'll see anywhere. As far as iconic signs go, not just this, but we're going to spin it around, and what you have, another iconic sign you see along I-80, a chain of travel centers called Sapp Brothers, the coffee pot sign. And then far off, we'll see the water tower for York, Nebraska. Our next stop brings us to Kearney, Nebraska. Now, years and years ago, a lot of pioneers on various trails, the Oregon Trail, the California Trail, the Pony Express, everything converged right here in Kearney as people were heading west. And to commemorate that, we have the Great Platte River Road Archway Monument over top of I-80 here in Kearney, Nebraska. I-80 West is one of my favorite routes. It's a cross-country route, so you get to go through a lot of different states. You see a lot of different historical sites, and this is a route that pioneers were taking 150 years ago. So it's a popular route for a lot of people, but it has some special meaning to me as well. It was about 5 years ago that I got my first job right out of school with the Idaho Steelheads in the ECHL. I was from Michigan, so my dad and I just threw all my stuff in the car and we hit the road for Idaho, and a good chunk of that route was I-80 West, and it was the first time that I had seen a lot of things west of the Mississippi, and it just brings back a lot of cool memories being on this route heading westward. And I love the western part of the country, and like I said, I just like to see as much of the United States of America as possible. I think it's just a lot of fun to get on the road and see what the country has to offer. So I-80 West just brings back some good memories, and it's always a good time traveling this route. In Ogallala, Nebraska, if you're a fan of UFOs, they have a water tower that looks like a UFO. Illustrations on there showing extraterrestrial beings peeking out the illustrated windows. Quite an interesting sight. They light it up at night. You can see it from miles around on I-80, we're told. That's right here in Ogallala, Nebraska. Here we are in the Wild West, the last stop on our trip before we get into Colorado. This is the state capital of Wyoming, right here in downtown Cheyenne. A nice little area here downtown. Denver's the mile-high city, but here in Cheyenne, our elevation is over 6,000 feet. Well, we finally made it to Denver, folks. We're going to have a big week ahead of us at training camp, so we're going to get some sleep. Remember, you can keep following the trip on Twitter and Instagram at Doug Plagans, and right here at LakeErieMonsters.com.